Hello, my name is Mateo Delgado, and I am the father of Gabriel Shooter Delgado. Shooter has osteogenesis imperfecta, which is also known as brittle bone disease. And it's the same disability that I suffer from. Shooter was born here in El Paso, in an El Paso hospital. In his time, when he was first born, he was born about 2-3 months early. He spent his first month at the Providence Memorial Neonatal Intensive Care. During that first month, he had 4 fractures there at the hospital. He came home. He started going to Shriners at about 10 months old, and he started receiving pomidronate treatment, which is a bone strengthening treatment to increase the strength of his bones to prevent fractures. And since he started those treatments, he's had only about 1 fracture a year. So, you know, he has had almost, I would say, a miraculous time in terms of the medical treatment he's received and the outcome that he's had. So we were celebrating Easter this year in Albuquerque, my in-laws, and he was walking through the grass field. And when you cut grass, you cut it flush so that it's all the same level. But, you know, typically underneath the grass, it's not exactly level. So Shooter, we had done the egg hunt, you know, and celebrated. He was shooting silly string with his cousins. So he was shooting silly string to the left, and he was walking straight ahead. You know, he was walking, he wasn't running. He stepped with his left leg into a depression where, you know, it was basically 2 inches. He stepped, and his left tibia broke. The fracture was so bad that it nearly came out of the skin. We had to go to the University of New Mexico hospital because the fracture was so bad, we couldn't move him, you know, to get him to El Paso, let alone to get him to Houston. And when the surgeon in Albuquerque, New Mexico, you know, at the University of New Mexico, which is a teaching hospital, and, you know, it is the best hospital in New Mexico, he looked at the x-rays, he came into the room, and he told us, you know, we see the rods that are in his legs, and we cannot do those rods here. We cannot do the surgery on those legs. We cannot place those rods. You need to take him back to whoever it is did those other rods. The surgeon knew that based on the seriousness of the fracture and the type of rods in his legs, it was beyond what he could do. I tell the story, and it's not to tell you that that's not a good hospital or that's not a good surgeon. It is to tell you that is how special Shriners is.
For over 50 years, Shriners Hospitals for Children has been providing quality care to children and their families, regardless of their ability to pay. Shriners Hospitals for Children is a place where any child is welcome, and we urge all of you who know of a child that could be helped by Shriners to contact those at Almeida Shrine Temple at 6331 Alabama, or by calling 562-1444.
Hi, I'm Drake Cartwright.
And I'm Joe Roach.
I'm Evan Campbell.
I'm Alex Johansson. We're part of the El Paso Rhinos hockey team. We just want to thank the Shriners Hospital for all the support that they've given the Shooter along with our program and partnering with us for our first home opener.
Yeah, and we just had the privilege to hear the amazing story from Shooter and just to see his happiness out here and to see what the Shriners did for him.
Shooter's story is truly amazing, and we'd really like to thank Shriners for everything they've done. Kid's got a good head on his shoulders.
Roll Rhinos.
Roll Rhino.
Roll Rhinos!